Hi everyone and welcome to the Hermetic Shaman. My name is Jayme, and if you're new here, I am so glad that you have found your way to this space. If you are returning, thank you from the bottom of my heart for all of your continued support. Today's reading is a general message for the sign of Leo. This could be Leo anywhere in your birth chart. Cross-watchers, you're welcome as well. Flip the roles however you see fit. But everyone, please only take what resonates with you in your personal situation and gently release what doesn't. If you're interested in booking a personal reading or a session with me, you'll find the link to my website in the description box below. For those of you on TikTok, you'll find that right on my profile. And if this message supports you in any way, please hit that like button, be sure to subscribe, and for those on YouTube, hit that notification bell so that way you never miss out on a reading. Alrighty, Leo, we're going to be opening up the space. I call upon my full divine counsel in this sacred moment. Yahweh, eternal flame and sovereign creator. Elohim, divine architects of form and frequency. Sophia, holy mother of wisdom, womb, and word. Papa Legba, opener of the gates, keeper of the crossroads. Hecate, queen of witches, guardian of shadow and flame. Yeshua, ascended master of unconditional love and truth. My beloved ancestors of the blood, spirit, and stars. The archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel, and the eternal light of my Lyran soul. Stand with me now. Surround this space in truth, clarity, and protection. Let every card reveal only what serves the highest path. Let falsehood fall. Let wisdom rise. May I be a clear vessel for divine messages. May my words honor both shadow and light. May no harm enter, no distortion pass through. I read as Flamekeeper Priest and Sovereign Starseed. I read with purpose, integrity, and divine permission. I open this reading in full trust and alignment. So it is, so it has always been, and so it shall continue to be. Alrighty, Leo, let us begin. I'm going to start with the tea leaf. Universe. What is going on with Leo? And what's going on in Leo's energy? Universe. We have Tortoise, slowly but surely getting ahead. So slowly but surely you're getting ahead. You're following the steps. It's not about winning the race, or it's not about time. Right now, it's about quality. It's about making sure that you cross your T's, you dot your I's, you're following the directions. I don't know if that ding picked up, but that's confirmation that you're following all of the directions, you're making all of the right moves. You're not... Something here about if you rushed, you're gonna miss something. So there's something here about taking your time so that way you don't miss something, and I feel like you have been moving slowly. And maybe because of that, you haven't been seeing much progress, but I want you to stop for a moment, Leo. Take a look at where you've been, right? And even though you've been moving slow, you're a hell of a lot further along than what you were, say, 3 months ago, 6 months ago. And I think you need to give yourself a round of applause for all of that progression that you have done. Universe, tell us more for Leo. Candle, you will be shown the way. So follow your intuition at this time. There is a guiding light, and I feel like that guiding light is within you. That's showing you the way that you need to go. For some of you, maybe whatever it is that you have been doing, this could even be like some kind of healing journey that you have been on in some kind of form or fashion. And it's like the only way out is through. The only way out through the tunnel is through it. There's no shortcuts. You have no choice but to continue on the path in order to get to the light. But it's like now you have that guide light. You know you're almost at the other end. You're almost at the other end because you can see the light. And yes, it has been a slow journey, it has been a slow progress, but you made it through. We have Bat, take care, enemies are working against you. So it's like somebody here has been working against you. It's like somebody never wanted you to find your way through. They never wanted you to find your way out. This could even been some kind of like man-made obstacle here that was placed in front of you, like something unexpected. Hard work ahead. Somebody wanted you to constantly struggle. They wanted you to constantly put in a lot of work. We have August here. Something here could have happened in August. Maybe something here happened during the Lion's Gate portal that really shifted something on your side. It's like every time you'd find the light, it's given the energy that somebody here would try and like snuff it out in hopes that you would wander backwards in that tunnel, in hopes that you would wander back into that darkness with those enemies working against you. And for most of you, those enemies are just those negative thoughts, those negative patterns, those negative thought forms, right? Our old, what am I looking? What's that term? My goodness, it's right on the tip of my tongue. I can't think of the term. It's all those defense mechanisms. That's what it is. It was all those defense mechanisms. The old ones that no longer serve us but are only have become detriment to us. We have a fair woman. Dealings a relationship with a woman with blonde, gray, or white hair. We have rat. Someone working against you behind your back. Maybe it's this fair woman, somebody here that you were in a relationship with of some sort, family, friend, lover, business. But somebody here has been working against you. Doesn't have to be this feminine energy, but I'm feeling like it has been a feminine energy. Somebody here could have short hair, like almost like a bob. But this person has been working against you to make sure that you don't get through to the other end. I feel like whoever this woman is, I feel like this woman is external to your environment. Like, she's like... she's not in your immediate circle. She's in your extended circle. We also have a dark man here. Dealings a relationship with a man with dark complexion or hair. So this could be a couple here that's been trying to work against you in some kind of way in order to slow your progress here, in order to constantly keep you working, to keep you potentially distracted. Maybe that's why you've had to work slow here. Because maybe these people were throwing so many obstacles. Maybe this has to do with the work. Somebody here, like these two people, a male and a female, a masculine and a feminine here, and you've had to double check and work slowly here before you were able to progress to the next step because of them working against you. We have ladder, climbing towards success. That's because you're climbing towards success. You're elevating rapidly. And that brought you unwanted attention, maybe against some kind of competition. Okay. Because you're climbing the ladder, because you're moving up in life, in your career, in your business, however that plays out for you. Universe, tell us more. This could even be like an individual, like maybe you work with the masculine or you work with the feminine, however it resonates, but like secretly, like this person is connected to some, like this, the other person, and they're using one of these people to spy on you and get information on you, to take it back to the other person in order to compete with you to stop your forward success. This could also be like a work husband and a work wife situation, like a power duo in some kind, like a negative power duo. We have horseshoe. Good luck. Good luck is on your side here. And happiness and well-being. You're going to be happy. You're going to be free. You're going to climb that ladder towards success. You are receiving good luck. And these two individuals, Team Rocket here, that's what it's feeling like. Team Rocket could not sabotage you. Even though you are moving slowly, you are crossing your T's and dotting your I's. You're doing everything appropriately, correctly, the first time. And maybe you're dealing with people who rush things through because they'd rather get the validation and the glorification of their work than actually submitting something of substance. We have wind chimes here at the bottom of the deck. Peace and harmony. Peace and harmony is yours, Leo. Slow and steady. It's been a lot of work. Slow and steady. You're coming out of the other end of that tunnel. We have vulture, depression, anxiety, worry that someone is against you. See, that's what it is. They felt threatened. Wow, now we have July. Definitely July, August for y'all. Heavy during your season. Butterfly, a change for the better. Somebody never wanted you to evolve. See, maybe they thought that you were working against them, but you weren't competing with them. You weren't. You never were. This was never a competition with you and them, even though they had you in that competition. I don't feel like you've known this. But maybe they wanted to feel like people were working against you, and that maybe you shouldn't climb this ladder. That's why you've had to move slow. So it's like, this is giving me like you sensed something was off with this vulture card. You sensed something was off, and because of that, you were shown the way. Your inner light, your inner guiding system lit the way for you, even though you had to move at a snail's pace. But you knew that you were dealing with vultures. A change for the better is on the way. Universe. Please tell us more. Please tell us more for Leo, please. The Lovers. This has to do with new contracts, commitments, and soul ties. Somebody here has been lying. We have the Queen of Swords in the reverse. Somebody here who's very unethical. Somebody whose morals and value systems are all corrupt. This is somebody here that doesn't care about doing the right thing. This is somebody that wants to be looked at as somebody here who's in the right. This is definitely an older feminine energy. 30s, 40s, maybe even 50s. With this Queen of Swords in the reverse. This is a... I wanted to say this is a catty bitch. So you could be dealing with a catty individual, very snooty, I wanted to say snotty. I don't know, maybe, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe somebody here, like, talks with their nose, you know what I mean? Like, somebody talks like that. Like a robot. Snooty patootie. Page of Wands in the reverse, Ace of Wands in the reverse, Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, Five of Cups. Somebody is gonna be sad because something's leaving them. Something was in their grasp, but it's leaving. They didn't do what was right. Did they not do? This angel is leaving behind this high priestess here for being a liar. Maybe somebody here was claiming to be something that they weren't. Right? And this could be like a false high priestess, not even in that sense of like spiritually wise, but like, you know, like the brown noser to the boss. But in all actuality, they're just doing it because they get away with shit. Because they're trying to stay on their boss's good side, so that way their boss can overlook what it is that they're doing. But now they're losing something. Something's leaving them. It's leaving them. This could even been a couple that you were working with. Like maybe somebody here was going to For some of you, like somebody here was going to promote like their lover or their ooh, this could even be like somebody's side piece. They were going to promote over you, over merit, but your work is speaking for itself because you're climbing that ladder towards success and good luck is on your side. Strong Gemini energy here. Or somebody here could just be Two-Face. Nine of Wands upright. The Three of Pentacles reversed. Somebody here was definitely not collaborating with you. Somebody here definitely did not want you to have a new beginning. Maybe they wanted you to feel like you weren't worthy of something. They wanted to hold you back, feeling like you weren't ready for this next phase. Trying to keep you overwhelmed and keep you trapped from reaching your success. They were adding roadblocks and obstacles in your way. In order to unground you. Look at all those waves right there, right? They wanted your emotions to be all over the place. They wanted it to feel like, oh, I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy enough. I'm not going to make it. My boat's going to crash through this wall. It's not strong enough. We're not going to make it. We're so close. They wanted you to feel like it was maybe even your fault. The Two of Swords sideways, the Four of Wands sideways, and the Knight of Cups reverse. Somebody here is going to be receiving news that they do not want to hear. They don't want to hear it. Strong Pisces energy as well. We have the Seven of Wands. Somebody here was coming for what is rightfully yours. They were coming for what was rightfully yours, and you had to stand up and defend yourself against the opposition, against some kind. Maybe there was somebody here could have even opened up a false inquisition on you. That's why you had to move slow. Make sure you crossed your T's and dotted your I's. I see it now. It's given like a witch trial in a sense. Somebody was applying pressure and inquisition to overtake you, to stop you because of some kind of competition they were in with you. With that, lovers, this could be family, friend, lover, business. This is definitely someone here that you've been connected with for at least a year or two, if not more. Three of Wands reversed. See, they never wanted you to receive this position. They wanted you to feel like you weren't worthy of it. Whatever this position is, whatever this new level of elevation is for you, whatever this climbing towards success looks like to you, this is a general reading for the Leos. Whatever that looks like for you, it's like somebody never wanted you to reach that next step. They never wanted you to feel worthy. Why? I don't know. Maybe these people were trying to rob this from you for themselves? Or for someone else that they know? Either way, maybe they felt like you weren't worthy of it. But I also feel like it's because they were jealous and envious of you, your abilities, and your skills. And now they're receiving news that they don't want to hear because you survived that crash. You made it through. Your boat was still floating. You made it through to the other end. Now the blindfold here is being ripped off about the truth. And look how it's two people here, a male and a female here. And it's almost giving the energy of them trying to pull people, trying to sway people in two different directions. So these people could have been trying to pull you in two different directions. And I feel like that was intentional. I feel like they were working together, but wanting to confuse you. That's why you had to work slow. Cross your T's, dot your I's. Universe, tell us more for Leo. peace and happiness and good luck is here for you. And you're still climbing that table because your work, climbing that table, climbing that ladder. Maybe you're climbing on a table. Maybe that's what it feels like. It feels like to these people that you're showing off. Because Spirit just gave me the picture of like somebody getting on a table, you know, like to like dance. And someone's like, oh, look at that show off. That's what they feel like you're doing to them. But that's more of a reflection on how they feel about themselves, about how they don't feel like they're good enough. And that's why they feel like you're showing off, but you're not, Leo. We have a main male. High honor. You're going to be receiving high honor. We have child adjudication here at the bottom of the deck. This just took a turn. Either way, the decision, the verdict has gone in your favor. Something here about a child. There could be a child involved somehow. I don't know if maybe somebody here was... Somebody could have even been trying to like use your own child against you. But yeah, you do have this tugging energy. Wanting someone here not to see the truth. This could even be like two people that were trying to feed somebody different lies. Either way, this is an 18 that breaks down to a 9. This is closure, the end of a chapter. This could have to do with your inner child. You feeling like you couldn't fully express yourself because of the vultures. That's what it is. Because of the vultures. Who were just waiting to swoop in and feed on your carcass. But you're receiving some kind of high honor here because you defeated the enemy. And you're rising in rank with this high honor. You're going to be receiving a message here. We do have bad health at the bottom of the deck. House, family room, distant horizons. This could have to do with the living situation as well. I did say it could be business, all of that, but this could also be for some of you like a landlord-tenant situation thing, Leo. Or like maybe somebody here was trying to get you out or something here, or they were just coming up with any simple excuse. A snooty patooty person who speaks like this. Somebody here is receiving news that they're going to be in bad health, that their plans are being spoiled. And whatever this journey is that's in your distant horizons, you climb. And I feel like whatever this journey is, it's you climbing this ladder. It's you finally getting through the other end of that tunnel. It can't be stopped. The train is about to arrive at its destination. Universe, tell me more. Give me one more, please, universe. I wanted one, we have 4. Poverty, coffin, great fortune, adjudication. Something here is going in your favor. Something here is being laid to rest. Maybe it's this main male. Maybe you're the main male. Or maybe for my feminines, this could just be you and your masculine energy. Because you really have had to take control and take action. And really take charge. You are receiving some kind of great fortune. This cannot be stopped. The favor is on you. The favor is on you. This is giving like rags to riches energy. Like in spite of the people trying to pull you in different directions only because they were against you because they felt like you were a show-off. These are people that never wanted you to succeed. Bad health is still at the bottom of the deck and distance horizons with this family room. This is somebody here that was in your, like I said, not in your inner circle, but like your outer circle. And sometimes we got to keep that outer circle tighter, as tight as we keep our inner circle. It's okay to have colleagues. It's okay to have acquaintances. It's okay to have friends. But just because we don't keep people so close to us doesn't mean that we still don't need to check their ingredients. Because even though it may not be a spice that we use all the time, quality still matters. Let's see what else we have. Universe, tell us more. Actually, no. No, not yet. Not yet. I take that back. I'm gonna take it back. Universe, please tell us more. Legal issues and a love triangle. See, somebody was trying to keep you involved in some kind of third party. This doesn't have to be romantic. But now somebody is getting into legal issues. There could actually be real adjudication that is taking place here, and the verdict is going in your favor. For somebody here somebody was trying to play both sides. Maybe there's been a romantic love. Somebody here, every time I keep saying it's not romantic, it could be romantic. And I feel like with this romantic love affair has to do with somebody here who's been playing both sides. And I feel like it's something here is going to be uncovered because there is a boss, or there is somebody who was in charge, who was in a secret relationship and was going to try and promote somebody over you, or they were picking somebody over you, or they wanted to kick you out of your home for their own selfish personal reasons. Like, that's whatever's going down. Somebody here was going against you in order to uplift somebody else who was not deserving of the status of what was meant for you. Again, they were trying to storm your castle. So they created a false inquisition, a false, witch trial in order to pin you as some type of criminal. And somebody here could have gone as far as to even altering or making up false allegations, false reports, and that's why they're getting in trouble. Whether it's false police reports, or whether it's, stupid write-ups. You know what I mean? Like getting written up at work because they want to get rid of you, right? Having a file. This is somebody here who's always partying, meaning that they're always in search of making sure that their desires are being met, that they're always happy, that they're ignoring everything else that's going on around them. They're only dealing with people who are on the same level, who indulge in the same pleasures that they do. Universe? Threatening? Now somebody's threatening and intimidating Leo? That's broke ass? We have a broke ass individual here? Somebody's broke. They have nothing to their name. You're being asked to dust this off, whatever the situation is. Maybe this person's gonna go broke because now they're gonna have to pay up for being a butthead. Universe, tell us more for Leo. They're gonna have to give money up. They're gonna have to cough it up. That's part of their karma. Bad karma, karmic friends, and see, you were uninterested in buying into this story. Whatever this was, I feel like you were not interested in playing their games. That's why you had to move slowly. And maybe you felt like this was never going to come to an end, but it is. That's why the universe is saying, take a pause and look back at how far you have come. And give yourself a round of applause, because you did not allow yourself to be defeated by your circumstances that these people were tossing your way. Yeah, fishing for comments to use information against you. Somebody here could be having car issues, their car could be being repoed, or this is somebody here that's forward movement is now being blocked because they were trying to block yours. There is going to be some kind of photo proof and evidence here about how somebody was trying to haunt or inflict trauma on you, but now they're being haunted by what they've done. The only reason why they're being haunted is because they have been found out. They weren't haunted when they did it, when they weren't haunted when nobody else knew about it, but now that the evidence is coming out, now that the truth is evident, now they're feeling haunted. They're feeling afflicted by what they tried to inflict on you. All because your light irritates their demons, and these people aren't shit. They felt like you were showing off. These people aren't shit. They're not shit. I'll spell it out right there. They ain't shit. Universe, please tell us more for Leo. Watching shit go down, enjoying the gossip. So somebody here was enjoying what they were doing to you, but now they can't enjoy it. Because now they're looking like douches. I'm just gonna keep it real. They look like a douchebag. For setting you up, instigating, inflicting all this harm and trauma on you, but also enjoying it as it happened, gossiping about it, cackling. Game over. The game is over. Their game is over. The game is over, Leo. The game is over. They have been defeated by some kind of verdict. Now somebody is falling into depression. Now they're falling into exactly what they wanted from you. Somebody was keeping you a secret. And what I'm getting from this is that they were keeping their hatred for you a secret. So that's why somebody here was enjoying what was happening to you, inflicting all of this harm and all of this trauma to you, Leo. That's what they were doing. They were inflicting all of this harm and trauma onto you. Enjoying the gossip, enjoying shit go down, watching you lose it, watching you hurdle over those obstacles. It was a show to them. It was all a game to them. But they were keeping a secret as somebody who was posing as your friend. Again, somebody in your outer circle. So they felt threatened by you. You were showing off. They felt like they could take you out, but yet they felt like they could hide their face until the evidence came out. Until it was revealed that they were an actual enemy. I feel like you're going to be finding out exactly who it was that was working against you, and it was somebody here that you once considered a friend or an acquaintance or an extended family member or someone that you could trust, right? Somebody that you put on a good show, that they were for you, but they were actually envious. A situation's about to explode, and somebody's cheating ways are being exposed. And family and friends and business people can cheat as well. It doesn't have to be romantic, but I feel like something business got mixed with romance, and somebody was putting somebody else over you in your interest, wanting to elevate somebody else, their sneaky link, or what their I don't know, somebody who was undeserving. So they wanted you to fall into depression, to intimidate you, to get you to storm your castle with that Seven of Wands, to try and take over your territory. what was rightfully yours, what was inherently yours. Because on that Seven of Wands, it's the King and Queen of Wands that are fighting for their castle against an inquisition, against an uprising of their own. So these individuals can even been trying to pin people against you in your circle, in your outer circle, or other people who know of you. They were putting on a show. Meanwhile, while keeping, I told you, there's some crazy business and pleasure that was mixed here with a private relationship in this tantric sex. You could even be finding out about somebody here getting a whole room, and meanwhile, you're just fighting for what you love. Somebody here was getting a room, doing some shady things behind the scenes. I mean, they were really going at it with this tantric sex. Like, they were really all up in it. Or all up on it, however it resonates. I mean, do you live your best life, but if you feel like you need to do something in secret because you feel like how you're going to be judged, is it something that you really should be doing in the first place? Even though you know that it's wrong? And for some of you, maybe you caught on to this and they were like, don't tell anybody. Right? And so they try to put all these pressures your way to see, like, look what we can do to you if you out me. If you tell my wife, if you tell my husband, whatever. If you tell HR. I don't know, something here definitely crossed and blurred some kind of lines, and they try to make it seem like you were the bad person because they were, there's a lot here. This situation is messy. It is messy, Leo. Holy crap. Universe, please tell us more for Leo. Wow, freedom. It literally flew out in the reverse. Somebody was trying to rob you of your freedom. Because maybe they felt like you were coming for theirs? Reunion? New start? Somebody here wants to reunite with you? Oh, what is it? Now they're feeling restricted, so now they want to come in and apologize and explain their side of the story? You're receiving messages in your dreams right now? Universe, help me clarify this reunion card. Okay, that was way too many. Somebody's definitely planning something. They got something up their sleeve. I don't like this at all. Maybe because now they're losing out, so they're hoping that they can come in and repair things with you, so that way they don't have to pay out so much. They feel like you would spare them. They want to be spared. The King of Wands and the Four of Pentacles reversed. They want to be spared. They don't want to be let go. Somebody who could even be losing their job. Eight of Wands. Something here is happening quickly. They're going to try and that's what it is with this Five of Wands. They're going to try and pin you in a corner. Somebody's going to try and pin you in the corner. Because they don't want to be let go. They don't want to have to pay up. And they're hoping that they can appeal to you with this King of Wands energy. They're hoping that you can meet them where they're at. That's what that is. Universe, tell us more. See, they were trying to create some kind of temptation here. Because they want to renew something here. But it says new life, fresh starts. There's definitely a masculine energy here. You have definitely had to step into your masculine energy. You've had to be assertive. Excuse me. Take that as confirmation. You've had to be assertive and protective and very logical and be very, very confident with your moves. Meanwhile, somebody has been very wounded, controlling, aggressive, and egocentric, trying to create doubts in hopes that you could remain lonely, in hopes that they could isolate you enough where you would feel defeated, quit, and give up. So that way they can put somebody else in your place. They wanted to put other people in your place. And now they lost their own spot. That's really what that feels like. They lost their own spot. Universe, please tell us more for the collective. For the Leos, please. Please tell us more for the Leos. Allowing and liberation. The doubts and fears still come up. You don't believe them anymore. You don't believe anymore that they're you. So you don't believe in those negative thoughts anymore. You're not believing in the doubts and in the fears here. You're just allowing. Radical acceptance is yes to reality in any given moment, so what's needed can come next. You're saying yes. You're allowing. You're in the moment. You're being very present. And you're no longer allowing the doubts and the fears to overcome you. You're not believing them anymore. Even the whatever it is that these people were implanting in you, because I feel like at one point they were actively feeding you opposing information, maybe to turn you against other people, to make it seem like you were the problem and that you were unfit and unworthy of the position that you were in, and that's why somebody else was a better candidate. It's almost given like somebody was trying to swap you out, whether in family, whether in a friend group, like somebody was really just trying to toss out who you are as a person, just so that way they can interject with somebody, like to have somebody else fill your role. But nobody can be you. Karma. There's nothing from a past life that can't be addressed in the current life. See, you have addressed your karma. You have addressed your karma. You have worked through challenges. So whatever you have overcoming now, I feel like this is something you've even overcome in a past life. That's why you have that guiding light. That's why you knew how to make the moves that you made. You knew how to move through that tunnel. Grounded, your path, and ease. Many of the most evolved beings on Earth are regular folks living with joy, dignity, and courage. So you're very grounded. Most of the evolved beings on Earth are regular folks living with joy, dignity, and courage. You're very grounded here. You've returned back to oneness. You never forgot where you came from. We have your path. Dear Lord, help me trust that there's a plan far beyond what I can see through my fears and illusions. Absolutely. You're not believing in the doubts and the fears here because you know what path you're meant to be on. We have ease. It's easy for me to receive. It's easy for me to receive. It's easy for me to receive. Repeat that 3 times, Leo. It is easy for you to receive. You're now going into a state of ease. A period of ease. Things are going to be a hell of a lot easier for you now that these obstacles and roadblocks are being removed from your energy. And people are going to get their just desserts with karma. Because you're going with the flow. You're allowing the divine to move through you. And you're responding with calmness and peace. because you're moving slow, which means you're being very logical. You're not coming from a place where you had mixed emotions with that Nine of Wands. Somebody wanted you ungrounded. They wanted you all over the place. They wanted you to make quick, rash decisions. And to hesitate from doing what is right. Well, they can't stop what's about to hit them. Alrighty, Leo, we're gonna close this off with an affirmation and an oracle. Universe, please give us an affirmation. Thank you for Leo. Perseverance. It seems you're on a massive journey right now, and this card has arrived to remind you that you will reach the other side. The mountain you're climbing is huge and formidable, but so is your ability to climb it. You don't need to enjoy it, you just need to tackle it. Complain if it makes the job easier. Blow off steam. You think mountain climbers get to the top of Mount Everest on inspirational quotes? No way. They're grunting and crying and cursing like freaking pirates. That just doesn't sell a lot of posters. Never allow them to see you sweat, but don't be afraid to vent it off, either. Universe, please give us a final message for for Leo. Why do I want to keep saying the collective? You might resonate with the collective reading that I did earlier. That's the only thing I can think of why I keep wanting to say that. Universe, please give us a final message for Leo. Thank you. We have Spiritual Quest, number 40. You are called to realize your full potential and to choose to become a force for good in the world. Whether or not you are aware of it, you are embarking on a great spiritual quest. Your soul is leading you to a myriad of discoveries about who you truly are and what you came here to achieve this lifetime. Each of us has a unique journey that is tailored especially for us and designed for us to reach our highest potential. During this quest, you will gain significant insight into your purpose here on Earth. For many, this journey will have been preceded by a period of upheaval, confusion, and conflict, which has birthed a desire for greater clarity and concrete answers about the meaning and purpose of your life. From the spiritual journey you are undertaking, you will gain wisdom, enlightenment, and an enhanced sense of your personal power. As you travel on this path, make a point to commit to the quest and not be tempted by distractions that may cause you to veer off track. Ganesha urges you to focus your energy less on having and more on simply being. Your spiritual growth can be enhanced by the regular practice of meditation and self-reflection at this time. You're on a spiritual quest, and somebody thought that they could detour you or hijack it, but they're finding out that's not the case. That is what I have for y'all, Leo. I am sending you all lots of love and lots of light, and I will see you next time. Ciao.